Good morning. Welcome to day number 5 of the index card challenge. I'm going to do things a little different today. I have gone through all my scraps, the little ones, not the big ones. The big ones are still over here in a box. But I was keeping my little ones in a container like this and then stuffed in this little clear plastic sheet until I get some pencil bags that are clear to store all my scraps in. This is what I was throwing them in. What I did was I separated all my scraps out and I put them in categories of color. Brown and tans, pinks, purples, greens and blues, yellow, and then I have a black and white and text and a miscellaneous envelope where stuff that I really didn't want to put in a category went. So the black and white and text and the miscellaneous are off to the side. These other ones are here because what I'm going to do is just choose out of here. I wrote down all the different categories. I wrote greens and blues, browns and tans, pink, purple, and yellow. And I threw them in here. And I'm just going to shake it up and I'm going to close my eyes and pick one. And you just have to trust that I'm closing my eyes since you can't see my eyes. That way I don't have to pick and choose scraps. I just pull the bag and then I can just pick out of there. And it'll be a surprise to me and to you. After I pick my color bag, the free-for-all bag is the black and white and text because then I can add something if I need it, or the miscellaneous. If I'm running into a situation where I want something that's odd maybe, I can look in the miscellaneous bag. So these are like free-for-all. So just for fun, just something different to do. And I'm going to try and use my little container that I always keep my glue stick in off to the side when I'm not using it. I'm gonna put it over here. And when I actually am using my glue and I don't want it to fall all over the place, I'm gonna stick it in there and see if I can keep my glue stick under control. I'm gonna try. It bothers me to have this here. It does for some reason, but I'm gonna try. Okay, this is yesterday's card here for color. And I'm just gonna shake this up. They're not really gonna go anywhere because they're just little flat pieces of paper, but I'm gonna shake it anyway. And I'm gonna reach in, I'm turning my head and picking one. I think one. Okay. This is greens and blues. Oh, my favorites. I didn't do that on purpose, I promise. Okay, so greens and blues. That's what we're gonna work with. I was kind of hoping for tans and browns, to be honest with you. That was my mood, but we're gonna go with greens and blues. All right, so now get my glue paper and I'm gonna pull out my greens and blues and I'm gonna see if anything strikes my fancy to start with. I haven't used that. I've been dying to get that out of my way. And this one. This one in the blues, it could have gone in the browns, but I just made a decision based on what was the feeling at the time. Okay, let's go ahead and glue these down just to get started. And then when I want to add some more, I'll just start pulling from my pile. I wasn't planning on making these flowers. I was just gonna make them part of the background, but they just stood out so much, I just had to. This being in there was a really good thing because it actually was a leaf I didn't use in another project. So when I stumbled across that, I thought it would look great. I was gonna try to add one on this one, but it's glued down so well now that it's not gonna work. I'd have to fit it up against the petal. Maybe right there would work because it's raised up, but it didn't look good, so I didn't pursue it. Anyway, so I thought I would look through the miscellaneous bag and the black and white and text bag and see if there's anything else I want to add before I start playing with the card itself. I finished looking through the miscellaneous bag. I pulled out this piece because I really liked the little lines on this gray piece of paper. I don't know if I'll be able to use it or not. And I really liked the little heart and the partial flower that was in there. So they're over here just in case I get to use them. And then I finished looking through the blues and greens because I wanted something to tuck in here, and I really liked this little piece of wallpaper that I used, and I thought maybe I could figure out a way to make that look more leaf and stick that in there and then put one on the other side. I knew I had two little pieces. It took me forever to find the second one. I had to go through almost the whole stack to find it. So I thought maybe I'd stick those in there, but I also like this, and it just isn't working, but I could maybe make it work. And then I had these two little pieces that were left over from something I did that I thought maybe that'd be cool. Just stuck in here, but I really want those, I think. So I'm going to put these away just so they don't distract me. And have you seen, I haven't even used this. I have not stuck it in there one time. And it almost fell over once, and I laughed. I don't know if I'm going to leave that part in the video or not because I wasn't talking, I was just working. But I did chuckle to myself. Let's just point these up a little bit. So I'll stick that in there. Kind of looks leafish. And then is there any place else that I can stick or tuck something? Right there maybe? Doesn't look really good over there though. It needs to be down here or here. And I just glued it down really good there, didn't I? Or maybe we'll just put two up here. One that way, one this way. That looks cute. Kind of right there. Let's just do that. There, short one and a tall one. That looks more leafish. It's kind of hidden, but we know it's there. And then I wanted to see if I could use this somewhere. This little area right here. Let's just pull it off. It doesn't really go with anything on here. All right, let's just say no. The other thing, do I want to use this? This might look good right here. Yep, let's do that because that blue kind of gets lost. So this will help bring it out just a little bit. I pulled this out of the black and white, and I'm just going to glue it at the bottom right here. I think it's time to start working on bringing those flowers out a little bit. I want something else on here. I just don't know what. Maybe I want this. Part there and part up there. There goes my glue stick. I just don't think I'm cut out for the little container on the table holding my glue while I'm working. I think it's just for afterwards. We'll try again. Oh, my little piece came off there. See, right back on the table. Can't do it. I kind of like that. Okay, I'm going to work with my regular pencil, of course. I'm going to bring out these. I don't know if I'll use them, but if I do, you'll know what they are. The white China marker, the black China marker, the black Stabilo all, my white Posca pens, and my black Posca pens, and my Versa chalk marker. And what else? Those are the ones I usually use. And so if I use any of these, you'll know what they are. And then I also have a paintbrush that's here, and I dip it in water to activate the charcoal one. I'm going to start with pencil. I don't think I've ever said why I start with pencil. The reason I start with pencil is, first, I love pencil. I just like pencil marks. But second, I can erase the pencil if I don't like what's going on. I can erase it pretty easy. Some of this other stuff is harder to get off, especially since I don't have any sealers on here or anything so that I can wipe it back. And also the pencil gives me an idea as to whether or not I'm gonna like any marks around my flowers. Sometimes I don't want them, usually I do. So if I start marking with my pencil, I can see, oh yeah, I'm gonna like that, and I might wanna bring my pencil line in some and extend the area that I'm working on that doesn't have any lines already. And I just get an idea if I like it or not. See, like this one, I brought the pencil line in here and I didn't have any lines there before. So, and then I got it on this flower and I can erase it easily. And then just go around the flower on the outside. And I'm just scribbling because I don't like straight lines. y'all know that by now if you've been here. If you're new, hello and welcome. And so then I'm just gonna go around everything with the pencil, and then I'll know. And I already know. I get a good idea early on, and like this one here is really plain inside, but I really like it. So I don't know, I might try the lines here. I don't want to add darker lines because I like the light and dark contrast, but I like that. Okay, so we'll leave it. Okay, so that's the reason the pencil goes first. And then I go to my Stabilo usually because it's a darker pencil and I can activate it with water and I can gray it out, or I can make it really dark and rich. Like this is really dark here, and I can make it lighter. And then after that, I like to tone it down with my whites. And then sometimes I come back in with my black, which is a more inky look, and bring it back. And it's just layer upon layer upon layer, which is what is appealing to me. It's not just outlining. Okay? All right, so I'm gonna get back to work. Okay, this is dry, and I think I'm gonna add one more thing. Well, maybe two. I pulled out a word from my text bag. It's from the upholstery fabric samples that I used to do my fabric book that I haven't done a flip through of yet. I just cut this word out a long time ago and stuck it in the bag. And so I've got a bunch of white here and some here, and I'm gonna kind of bring the eye down right here. Okay, and then I want to just go around a little bit with pencil because I like to start with pencil usually, not always, but usually. And I like to end with pencil. I don't think I want the word distressed. I think I just want it to be bright and happy, just like that. Okay, that's it. That's all I'm gonna do. So we have number 5 finished. There they all are so far. All right, I will see you later. Thanks for being here. Have a great whatever it is, and I will talk to you later. Bye-bye.